This video will show you how to compare power prices in New Zealand. The first thing to do is to go to the PowerSwitch website, powerswitch.org.nz. On the home page, click the Start button. Just going to scroll down, select the area that you live in. In some cases you may need to select the smaller area, then click Next. Ask for some information about your household. Just fill that out. When you're finished, click Next. Ask some questions about your current electricity provider. Just select one and which plan you're on. You can do I don't know at this stage. It's not super critical which one you choose because we're going to be comparing prices. And I've just selected a sample period for my bill period and entered some power usage. Clicking Next. Now it displays some results. And look at the results. I know enough that I'm not in the low user plan, so I'm not going to select them, but we can compare up to 4 different prices. So I'm going to click ones near the top, Energy Online, Mega Energy. These are low user plans. Not interested in a low user one. Others might be, but not me. And this one. So in this case I'm only going to select 3 plans. Click on Compare Selected Plans. Just going to scroll down. Now there's this button here that lets you to exclude GST or include it. Now my previous calculations that I did were excluding GST for the rates, so I'm going to keep them that way. So these will give you your daily charge, your power usage or variable rate charge, and in some cases you'll have an electricity authority levy charge. It also gives you information when the prices were last changed, any prompt payment discounts, and it's very important to read the special conditions. For instance, I've selected an all-day economy online on-time plan for Contact Energy. If you're not intending to pay or get your bills online, then don't select that option to look at. So there's different benefits. Some cases you might have a loyalty reward system like Flybuys. And what you can do is use this information to calculate the charges it would be using Excel. So I'm going to copy this information over to Excel now. I've already done this ahead of time. Now if you've been watching my previous video, you'll know that this is what we calculated previously. We had our plan, number of days and electricity used, New Zealand GST rate, and we calculated our daily charge, our variable charges. We added them together, added GST on, totaled that, worked out a prompt payment discount, and got our total, which matched within a cent what our bill was. Now I'm going to go back to our formulas because what I want to do with these different companies is to basically get some formulas that I can just copy across for each power company without having to change anything. To do that, I need to make the references to the number of days and electricity used always refer to column B. Okay, let's have a look at this first one, our daily charge. It's made up of the daily rate and the number of days. If I copy this formula across, I'll just copy it across one row now, one column should I say. You'll see that it refers to the daily rate for Energy Online, but now it's also looking at C10, We don't want it to look at C10, we want it to keep looking at B10. So I'm just going to escape from that and undo. To make it always look at B10, we want to keep the column reference the same. So we put a $ in front, and that fixes or freezes that particular reference. So if we copy that across one row now and have a look, you'll see that it's referring to the daily rate for column C multiplied by the number of days in B10. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to do that for the other formulas in column B. So we've changed that one. The total doesn't need to be changed because we're just saying refer to the cell immediately above. For power used, it's referring to the variable rate times the electricity used. Now as we copy that across, we want the electricity used to always point to column B, so we'll put a $ in front of B. If we have a look at the electricity authority levy, the same situation. We always want to use the electricity used in column B. We want the electricity authority levy rate to copy across. Here we've got a function for summing the two cells above it. Keep that the same. This one totals our fixed charges and our variable charges. That will copy across fine. Our GST, we need to change that so that we always point to column B for the GST rate. So put a $ in front of B13. Subtotal, that will copy across fine. Working out the prompt payment discount, that will work fine because the prompt payment discount varies by the plan. And the total, that will work out fine as well. So now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is select all the formulas that we've got, all the calculations from B16 to B28, and I'm just going to get that little black cross at the bottom of my cell, bottom cell, and just going to move it across, and you'll see that it automatically calculates what would the power bill be for all these different customers. So for Energy Online, it would be $171.51, Mega Energy $171.35, and Contact Energy $171.99. So you can see that with our power bill just a shade under $161, we've got a really good deal, $10 cheaper than those three leading plans from the Consumer Power Switch. So in this case, I will not be wanting to switch power companies. Now if we changed the number of days that we were looking at, say we changed it to 30, see if that makes any difference. As you do that, we'll see that the Energy Online and the Mega Energy plan are almost the same. If we change the amount of power, so like if we look at maybe a large winter one, or might be not so large for your situation, you'll see that the Energy Online one becomes a lot more competitive. It's almost the same price as our current one. If we had a really big winter one, then it would save you about $4. And even the Mega Energy one would be slightly cheaper in that case. On the other hand, if we had a light summer one, light might be say 500 kilowatt hours used, you'll see that our current plan is much cheaper than the other three. So that's how to compare prices in New Zealand using Excel.